This is what my goal is.
Yep.
Bubba was like, this is what I'm doing.
Yep.
And as long as I'm there on time, I'm there.
Yep.
Because if you're not on time, what are you?
I'm late.
That's right.
So now, Daniel, what happened? You had a show on Compound Media. What was it called?
No, this was something there was a Bobo and Machete thing that's planned in the works. They have
that's still in the because you've done shows.
Yeah, but we did do like a little pop up because they needed to fill some stuff while they before they had their morning guy announced.
Right, Bill Schultz.
Yeah,
I think it should have been you guys, but
I know there's gonna be like some kind of they're gonna have some time slot or something figured out. All right,
So is that what they're still working on the timing? How did Bill Schultz get the gig instead of Bobo and Boschetti?
I think that one was planned because I think that time slot that was saying they kind of wanted something similar in that time slot because Gavin McGinnis had a.
What's he talking about?
he has no idea, neither do I.
Gavin
No,
McGinnis,
I'm asking why did Bill Schultz get the gig and not Bobo Shetty?
they wanted something that had a little newsy element.
Oh, you guys don't do the news?
Yeah. There might be some news sometimes if news happens.
So it does have a news element to it, Bobo and Boschetti.
Yeah, but it's not really doesn't have like an element that looks like the news.
Daniel, into the microphone.
I see. It doesn't have an element that looks like the news.
It doesn't have like an element that looks like the news.
You guys are more fun and freestyle.
Yeah, exactly.
Off
So
the
let me
cuff?
ask you, it just kind of wild.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Shock jockery?
Yeah, there's a shock.
Crazy
jockery.
news of the day, jokes of the day. It's all kind of it's off the rails.
Bits?
Believe me, there's some bits planned in it that I have I have a little computer file.
What's one
A
bit
what?
that-
A computer file.
Watch out for those things, right?
Yeah. So
I
what's
got stuff on file in case.
Like, what's one bit that you guys are thinking this is what we'll do once Bobo Shetty gets launched?
Well, one of the bits I thought of was try to see who try to get Flash in every state I've been to.
good
So
bit.
you want to go from state to state trying to get women to show you their breasts.
Well, in
Good
each state
timing, too.
Each state I've been to.
So you want to get girls to flash you in every state?
Now,
Yeah, I would love to have seen that happen to me.
Bobo, you listen to the Opie and Anthony show a bunch, right?
Yeah.
Does that seem at all derivative?
I don't know if it's like it's not like encouraging people to like mass flashing if they.
No,
if they
doesn't that
see
remind you
anything.
of Whip 'Em Out Wednesday a little bit?
A little bit. I don't know. That's like. I just wrote down stuff.
It's all
Yeah.
spitballing, right?
Yes.
It's not. What else? Are you thinking?
that's that stuff there.
What's another?
Yeah,
So the first bit is like getting women to, but instead of Whip 'Em Out Wednesday would be like women would show audience members their breasts. Bobo's idea is for women to show the host.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Their
Cool.
breasts,
And
yeah.
breathing at a very comfortable volume.
Yes,
So what?
that's right.
What else?
We breathe through our nose.
Yeah.
yeah.
One of the things I like to do harass telemarketers.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. All
Right.
Cool.
Does that seem at all like it's been like? You mean like Jim Florentine does, or different? Maybe you put your own spin on it.
Well, Jim Florentine did a CD about harassing telemarketers. It's just me. I'm trying to purposely get them. Me is more me. My grudge versus telemarketers because I get annoyed by them.
Okay, I like
I'm
that.
trying to get them to leave me alone.
Oh, different angle. Now, when you did your pop-up show, where did you do that?
We did that at the Compound Media Studios.
You didn't announce it. You just kind of popped up and talked.
They asked me to come. They asked me to come in the day before and do this.
So it was announced.
Yeah, it was announced off air to me. They talked
I see.
to
It doesn't
me.
count as an announcement, but I know what you're saying. How did it go, the show, Mike?
I think it went great.
Who takes the lead?
I think we kind of both take the lead, but
Smart.
at the same time, I do kind of like to give a little Mike Machete a seniority because he's been around for a while.
Sure.
And you're more the comic relief anyway, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like you'll come with the jokes.
Yeah, exactly.
What's one of the subjects you guys covered?
Well, one of the things we were covering is about how I like how I think female Met fans have the best. We have the best females fans in baseball.
What makes you think that?
I don't know. They just seem very attractive.
Remember that time that you were actually on the field at Citi Field, and
Yeah.
How was that?
the reporter Alexa Dat was asking you like Mets trivia questions, which you would
I know
think.
the time I misheard that last question that I was like in like some big situation trying to process the questions in a certain amount of time.
Do we remember what was the question?
What I thought she said was, who hit the most home runs during the 86 postseason?
And what did she actually ask?
Because I was not being calm and processing it quickly.
What did she say? What was her real question?
Who hit the most? What Mets pitcher hit the most home runs during a regular season in '86?
Okay,
all
cool.
Just totally different question.
So, yeah,
but I
can we
was
hear
in-
that again? Let's just go over this. I think you're right.
The audio of it?
Yeah, the video.
And I answered the question what I
Hold on,
thought
hold on,
I
hold on,
heard.
hold on.
Let's see, because you're a giant Mets fan. You get to be on Citi Field next to a beautiful woman in a convertible car. I mean,
Were
this
you
is-
nervous?
Yeah, I was nervous, and I got the answer wrong because I
Hold on, let's
processed
play it.
the
Let's see.
question
Do you
wrong.
like this clip, Sam?
I do. Just because I know the reporter, and so I got to be like, "Oh my God, you just met Bobo," and she thought he choked.
let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Okay. Cincinnati is correct. They clinched. Two right answers.
The audio's really bad.
Yeah.
Do we have good audio anywhere?
Well, no, it's just from the stadium feed.
Oh,
so
there-
it's
I thought
not,
we had- I thought
it
there
wasn't
was-
on television.
Yeah, that's how it's always been.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see what
Tom Glavine, correct?
Tom Glavine
300th
was
game as a
correct.
Met.
That's the second one.
What Met pitcher? Last Mets pitcher to homer in a.
In consecutive starts.
When's the last Mets pitcher to homer in consecutive starts? Let's hear what
And
he
wait,
said.
wait. You thought the question was?
Who hit the most home runs during the 1986 postseason?
I can see how you get that. I get it. It sounds the same.
It does.
Well, I was in a rush, like not processing it quick enough.
Sometimes when you get nervous, do you just make up your own questions in your head?
No, but maybe
No.
I was just processing it a little bit
A little
I was-
differently.
because of all the noise and the ambiance. I didn't have time to like.
Sure. What was the actual question?
The actual question was, what Met pitcher hit the most home runs
the last-
in consecutive starts? I think.
When's the last Mets pitcher to homer in consecutive starts?
It's
That's
been
the
a while
question.
since I
Hold on.
watched this video.
Who's the last Mets pitcher to homer in consecutive starts?
Yeah,
And you thought it was?
and because I answered it like the question.
No. Who did you? What was the question you thought it was?
The question I thought they were asking was who hit the most home runs during the '86 postseason. So I went and I
Hold
answered.
on, we'll hear it.
Because I kind of got a little hint of what the question was going to be.
Oh,
But
so
they didn't tell me the question, but they gave me the hint. Like
Okay.
so like processing.
What was the
trying
hint?
Yeah. Who's this quiz show?
Yeah.
What was the hint?
Look, we won't give you the question.
Yeah.
But they said the question somehow is tied to the 1986 season. So I'm just.
I don't think. Do you think that they said that to him? Because I don't think that they did.
No, it's like,
'Cause-
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? They gave it to him wrong. Let's see the question. Maybe you get it right.
Mets pitcher to homer in consecutive starts.
This is the VIP section. It's the VIP section here now.
he said Lenny.
Lenny Dykstra's on a pitcher.
His name was. He answered Lenny Dykstra. He took a minute of hesitation, and then he said Lenny Dykstra.
And the answer was Ron Darling.
Ron Darling was the
Yeah.
answer.
You said Lenny Dykstra.
Yeah. I am bummed out. I misheard that question because
You might have misheard it, but I mean,
yeah,
you
but
misheard that question.
yeah, 86 postseason. None of that had anything to do with
yeah,
it.
I know. I was
Were you
Thurman Munson would have been a better guess.
So when she said no, the correct answer is Ron Darling. Did you look at her like, Alexa Dett, you are a crazy woman? There's no way that Ron Darling was.
No, but then I looked at the thing and I thought Ron Darling. I thought something because at the time I was hearing Ron Darling talk about this something a lot in the broadcast booth. How I hit two, like he'll say, yeah, I hit 2 home runs in consecutive starts.
Oh.
And as soon as I heard that, I kept thinking of that whole thing because during the course of the season I've heard Ron Darling brag about that.
So like you that happened, and then you're watching, and Ron Darling is on commentary, and he's like, "Hey, I hit consecutive starts, home runs in consecutive starts," and it would remind you of the time you were humiliated in the center of the place where you feel most comfortable.
Yeah, and I've heard him talk about this before the day that this video was filmed.
So you should have gotten
I've heard
this
him
one.
talk. And somehow I'm annoyed. It bothered me that I misheard the question on something that Ron Darling brags about a lot.
So you blew it big time.
It wasn't that tough of a question, is what you're saying.
Yeah, if I would have heard it right and maybe
Maybe not made up half the question.
yeah, or maybe not, and maybe listened a bit more carefully.
Right. Well, that's a good lesson to learn. When we listen, we
do better.
That's right.
We do. Is there any audio of the Bichetti and
Bobo show? I
Yeah.
don't think we have it. I mean, I think you'd have to.
So can I
Scan
ask,
through Compound
can I ask
Media
Bobo a
and-
question?
Yeah.
Thank you. I was more asking Jim and Sam.
Go ahead, ask the Bobo Man.
As a Mets fan or a baseball fan, what was a cooler moment, being on the field answering those questions, or throwing out a first pitch?
I think probably throwing out a first pitch.
Did you throw out a first pitch?
I threw out a first pitch at a Brooklyn Cyclones game.
Do we have footage of Bobo?
How was that?
throwing out
I heard
his
you
first
did a good
pitch?
job.
Yeah.
That was one that I was nervous because people were not, because my mother was running late.
Was she just there when she fell?
No, she got there she just barely got there on time to see it.
What an unfortunate
Because
mishap.
I left earlier than my mother did because I didn't trust my aunt to be driving because I never trust her to be very punctual.
Sure, it's important to throw this in.
Well, let's see. Can we find Bobo's first pitch? Because I'd like to see. I mean, if Bobo did well, the nerves are one thing, but I think that. Did you get past him?
I think it kind of fell in front of the plate.
Let me
let's
see.
see.
You don't think it made the plate all the way? There he is.
You tip your hat.
Hit pause.
That's the weird walk
Did you
run.
just give the Derek Jeter hat tip to the audience?
Well, I was trying to give the hat tip to my mother and sis
Oh, that's so nice.
because I kind of
Bobo.
knew they were in the stands.
let's
And
see him
I'd like to thank a good friend of mine, Al, for filming this for me.
You shouldn't thank him for.
Yeah.
He
Nobody
went with
should've-
me on he went with me on the field to film this at the time. I wanted to get this on film.
After the pitch, did you still want it on film?
Well, because it happened, and because I think it was only right that people seen it, that it did happen.
Oh my God.
You're right. That's actually a great point.
Yes,
he
you're
does
right.
make a great
I
point.
want to see the cap tip again.
Okay. Hang on a second. Let's see. Just like the captain, right?
Yeah.
Just coming out there.
Come on out, Derek. Yes.
There he is. There he is. It's a very quick one.
Yes, here, the Yankee captain, IQ of 2.
Quick walk.
All right, here he is at the bottom of the mound.
And jeez,
What the fuck was that?
Bobo, you just threw it directly at the ground. Bobo, you have to know. Did you not practice? You know, the thing about pitching is you have to know when to release, right?
I was practicing it, but. And I said that last minute nerve kept that.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait.
Is she on time?
We just noticed something again.
What is
Bobo.
this on the way off the field?
Okay, so he throws the pitch on the ground. It doesn't, hang on, hit pause. Because it doesn't just not make home plate. I mean, it rolled.
He literally throws it a foot in front of him and hits the ground.
You want to see the pitch again?
Yes, I do.
Yes, please. I think that if a professional bowler would look at that and say, good form.
Well done.
Yeah, that's...
Well, maybe this wasn't as bad, though. Hold on. Maybe, Bubba, you just didn't release the right time. Let's take a look.
All right, let's take a look. Let's see. He's up on the mound. and we'll tweet out this video for everybody
And
to see it.
immediately he just throws it
And right to the ground.
It hits the dirt of the mound and then bounces.
Well,
Wait. It hits the dirt of the pitcher's mound.
Yeah.
So, because the pitcher's mound, there would be maybe a foot in front of him.
Maybe it didn't even go a foot, and then it just rolled there.
I was telling my sister that time when I was practicing in the backyard, I said we all this time we should have practiced on an actual baseball diamond.
Right, that would have
Because
made a
I said
difference.
there's a baseball field.
What did
not
you
far
practice
from me
on?
in Maurice Park.
What did you practice on a well?
In the backyard.
Yeah.
In the
practiced
backyard.
In the backyard of a dollhouse.
Yeah, because
No, the backyard of my house.
Oh, thank you for clarification.
But I told my sister I think I would have felt I would have felt more confident practicing on a baseball diamond. I don't know.
That pitch wasn't that bad. It
No.
was released a little early.
And you could tell, too, when you're in a
or
backyard,
late, released a little late.
when you're in a backyard, throwing the ball and it goes 8 inches, that can feel like you don't know until you're on a baseball diamond that 8 inches does not make it all the way to home
Right.
plate.
Yeah, exactly.
On
That's
TV,
what-
it looks like when you
that's
sometimes
why
I'll
I
take a ruler out when I'm watching a baseball game on TV, and it is 8 inches from the pitcher's mound to home plate. I don't have the biggest TV in the world, but it is 8 inches.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, you released a little late. I mean, when you threw that, did you like, I wouldn't mind having that one back?
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. I didn't
think you
get
should have
to
called a
actually.
mulligan?
I would have loved to have. I admit, if I could go into a time machine, I would have told myself, make sure you emphasize with your sister. You gotta actually go with me, Shannon. You gotta go with me to Maurice Park, practice on the baseball diamond there.
Good use of a time machine.
Will there be some other things I do?
What else would you do with a time machine?
Maybe I tell a certain friend not to let your girlfriend use Periscope.
What are you talking? Oh, he's talking about Anthony.
I'm glad he wouldn't stop 9/11.
No,
He'd make his sister go to the ball field with him, and he'd stop Anthony from
getting-
fighting with his girlfriend.
Maybe I'd pull a John McClane and stop 9/11.
All right, but when you threw that pitch, did you know that it was a little late? You released it. Could you tell, or were you not sure?
I think I felt it after I released it.
Like, did you know that you had thrown a ball that you probably you would like to have redone, or were you satisfied with the pitch in the moment?
As it's happening, you don't know if it's going to make it or not.
Yeah. Like when you released that, you weren't sure if it was going to make the plate or not.
Yeah.
And then when did you realize it wasn't going to? Was it when the guy came over? Was it the nanosecond after you threw it and it hit the dirt 2 inches in front of you?
No, when I saw the ball start to drop, I felt like, oh.
Start to drop. You threw it. You kind of threw it into the dirt.
Yeah, technically, the ball started to drop before you released it.
Yeah, can we see this again?
Yeah.
Like, show me, Daniel. At what point did you realize that this is one you'd like back? Here you are, the old appropriate tip of the cap.
Tip of the hat.
That's right. Relief pitchers here.
Yep. That doesn't make you feel
Cargo shorts.
foolish. Yeah, cargo shorts look good, actually.
Here we
He
go.
walks as quick to the mound as they
And-
do in old time movies.
Wait, let's go back. Yeah, it is like watching Babe Ruth. I'll say when you're going to throw the pitch and when it hits the dirt. Because I wanted to know when, in your mind, you realize that this might not be the best pitch.
This is a good exercise.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. You're walking out. Okay, now he's on the mound, and he is ready to throw. Here goes the pitch. Dirt. Okay.
Okay, yeah, so there was a very, very small amount of time between the actual release and the dirt.
When did you realize that it was going towards the dirt?
Maybe when the ball, the air kind of.
Okay, I get that.
I don't understand that answer.
No, like I felt when the ball was in the air, it might not. Oh, it might.
Oh, when
Was
it was
it
in the air? Was it like when you? Do you mean when you were holding it, or when you threw it directly into the dirt?
No, when I released the ball.
When you
from my-
released it, you realized that it wasn't going forward; it was going directly into the dirt.
Technically, do you say release if instead of pitching the ball, you just dropped it?
Yeah.
Would you still say that there's a release?
Well, it's no longer in your hand.
That's actually true. Yeah, you're right. You're
That's
right.
true.
No, you're right.
So, do you regret that one, or do you think that it was like people probably didn't even notice? Honestly,
Did anybody say anything?
People saw it on the internet, all right? They saw
yeah,
it
but
on
it wasn't
YouTube.
that bad of a pitch. Like you
Yeah.
have to look closely and go like, oh, all right, yeah, it didn't quite make the plate.
When they saw it on YouTube, did most people say, actually, that really wasn't bad? The
Well,
form was good.
I saw people said I may have been better than Baba Booey. I may have been better than 50 Cent.
Actually, I saw the Baba Booey pitch, and his was better than yours because it actually went some distance. It didn't go near the home plate, but neither did yours. You know, you threw your ball to the pitcher's mound.
Yeah, I mean, people did comment on the video that it was a good pitch.
They did?
Yeah.
What does it say?
Nice, Bobo. That throw was steeped in folly. Bobo's got some heat in that arm.
There you go. You're the man, Bobo. I
You're
see
the man,
that.
Bobo. Right on, Bobo. I've never seen anything like that, Bobo.
Bobo
I think that's really
rules.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so you got your support.
That's pretty fucking cool, Bobo. I hope you had a blast.
Someone said
Good
I
for
got
you,
it
Bobo.
further than 50 Cents did.
50 cents.
All of them.
Speaking of 50 cents, we have an issue to discuss.
No, that's true. Wait. Before we discuss the issue, would you like to see him exit the field?
Yeah, I want to see the exit because it's an exit of victory.
Yeah. Okay. So he gets off the mound.
What'd the guy say to you?
Nah, I fit. I didn't talk to the guy after.
The guy said, "Nah, fit."
No, we just took the picture and that was it.
All
Can we
right.
get that sound isolated?
Maybe make it a part of something?
Yeah.
Yes, please. Okay. Nah, fit.
Yeah. So what happens here? You after you threw a pretty good pitch. Not perfect, but okay.
But okay, the guy comes over to you. He takes a nice photo with you. You have that hanging up in your room.
I got a copy of the photo that'll be that I might hang up in my room one day.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah.
I don't mind to be spending on frames left and right.
Well, again, that's
It's also a good
debatable,
quote.
too. Yeah.
Right, but I do want a frame one day. Plus that I have to do some repainting in my room.
Sure. Do it all at once.
Jizz stains on the wall.
Ceiling?
No, just the room needs to be repainted. That's
Fresh
all.
coat, huh?
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
eat those chips.
Yep. It just needs to.
What's that?
Just needs to be repainted, but it's not. The repainting's not high on a priority list, but eventually it's gonna be. My room's gonna be repainted.
I just realized that, like, do you understand?
Yep.
The Ed McMahon to Chip's Johnny Carson, the Bobo is going to be.
I think they're going to be terrific together.
He's going to laugh at
Well,
everything Chip says.
Only if he thinks it's funny. Bobo's a tough audience. He's discerning.
What was that noise?
What are you doing?
What was
Pulling
that?
your dick out? What are you doing?
No, I forgot.
His slacks have gotten a little tighter than the last time.
I forgot to turn this thing off.
Yeah, are you buying smaller pants, Daniel?
No,
Your pockets look tighter than the last time we saw
No,
you.
it's just there's thermals underneath the
Oh,
the
you got
pants.
thermal underpants.
They make the pants a little tighter.
Okay, cool.
All right, let's watch him.
Are there thermals under your chin?
No,
What are you saying?
like a scarf or something.
Yeah, maybe. Just under the skin, though.
Sure.
All right, cool. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, look, one more time.
Hey.
Towards home plate. A little tip of the cap.
Tip of the hat. Good, you got to keep the ball,
And
too.
then you stopped almost to take a moment
Yeah.
to enjoy the, some would say indifference, but I think it was a nice, rousing round of applause.
I do, too.
yeah. My family gave me a nice round of applause.
Yeah, let's go back to the second tip, Troy. You can see them kind of going crazy here. Watch.
Yeah, let's
They
see.
wanted you to stop. Watch.
Let's see the audience.
Listen, you can hear it.
Yeah, he makes the
Tip of the hat. Look at this.
And there's, the sparsely spread out audience.
They're going
seems to be-
crazy for you, though. They're happy.
It's a minor league game.
Oh, I see.
It's all right.
I thought it was
Major league talent like yourself.
Yeah.
I want to see a little bit of Daniel's show with Bichetti. I think it might have potential, and maybe we can steal this from Compound Media.
We don't have it. It's behind the paywall and
I
everything.
can't find.
Oh, we don't have I have an account with them. Do you have an account?
Did you keep the ball, Bobo?
Maybe pay for an account.
Yes, I do have the ball.
Did he?
Maybe pay for an account.
Where is it?
It's on my shelf.
Very nice, Bobo. Oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there we
that's what
go.
I'm saying.
There we go. Hang on a second. Here.
Go on now.
Hang on. It's buffering.
Wait.
Bobo, what was better, this show or the David and Bobo show?
I think this show is kind of better only because David runs from anybody
Did Bichetti
connected to him.
Did Bichetti wear
From those
a
days.
green shirt?
Yeah, Bichetti made the mistake of wearing an invisibility cloak.
Green shirt.
No, is that his shirt?
It looks like a green fleece.
Yeah, he's disappeared.
I think I made a
Bichetti, if
I
you
think
look at him,
I think
we're
I did make a
okay.
comment of it. I said Bichetti looks like Bichetti decided to wear an invisibility cloak today.
See, you come with the jokes.
You said that a minute ago.
Yeah. It's always good to repeat it.
But I'm just saying I did say that on
What
the
did you
show.
say? What did you tell him when you saw that?
I think I just made that comment about
Which comment?
About the invisibility cloak.
Oh,
You fucking child.
the Bichetti, I guess, made the mistake of wearing some kind of white, green fleece, because in the video that we're watching,
He's transparent.
his body has been green screened out.
Yeah, his body's never looked better, actually.
That's right.
Okay, let's see.
And Bob was wearing a
muscle in the
tap-out
group.
shirt.
But Bisconti's a fruit.
Why are you both scratching?
I don't know why he's
Dixon Brennan
doing the
and-
scratching at the same time, but I figured I'm the one. He's doing the rapping. I'm doing the scratching.
Oh,
You're just scratching the desk?
No, but I'm making the motion.
Oh,
it's
they
a
could put it.
visual
They
gag.
could put it in post. Let me hear it again.
I mean, like if someone wanted to do like a Photoshop of a picture of me scratching, that's why
I'm sure that's what they would have you doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Writing. But I wrote it late last night. Are you ready?
ready.
Just go scratch when I go. His name is Kilmia. He is so cool. He hired Art Lang because he's not a fool. His crew is ready to go. He got Keith the Cop and Aaron Berg.
It's good.
You guys are just
Got a
rubbing-
muscle in the group, but Bisconti's a fruit. Hope you're listening, Gino.
I like how there's
Dixon
scratch
Brennan
breaks.
and Eastside Dave.
It's weird that Bichetti is
They're
taking
all
scratch
funny and
breaks.
filled with rage. Don't forget Allie. She's eye candy and a major babe. To all the haters and trolls, stick to Jon Stewart and Pauly Shore.
What?
Even rhyme.
Bobo and me are making some noise. We're going to bang some whores. Before this rap ends, I have something to say. Sign up for Compound Media today.
That's good. You've maintained
That
the
was
same
great.
motion,
That
Daniel.
was
Good
great.
job.
Yeah,
That was actually really good.
How did I not notice that Bichetti was trying to make the scratching motion between
Because you're worried about your own thing. You're
Right.
not worried.
yeah, I didn't. I kind of noticed like little things when you watch these things a second
Yeah.
time.
Let me
So,
see for a second. This is weird.
Why
Hold
didn't-
on.
Why didn't you make the sound of scratching? Because if you listen to it, you could just kind of hear in the background, just like, yeah. What?
Well, because I wanted to leave room for, let's say, if someone wanted to like maybe sneak it, put an audio of like a scratching sound,
I see. Like, what would it sound like?
like
Yeah.
I've been.
Do the scratching. It's good. Wait, one more time so we get clean audio of it.
Good job.
Good job.
That one got me.
Yeah, that video of that would be probably very interesting.
He's moaning. Pound it out, Bobo. You are the man.
Pound it out. That was actually good. We went to get clean audio though, so if somebody does put it in, they have clean audio of it. Not bad.
Oh my God.
Not bad. Now let me see this again for another second.
It was good.
Thanks, Dan. I should have been a rapper, but I think I missed my thing in life, right?
Yeah, you did.
Wait a minute. What about his? Hold on a second. Bichetti is fucking transparent.
Yeah.
What the fuck's with this dumb shirt?
It's interfering with the green screen.
Why is it? What is he doing?
Well, there's certain colors you can't wear with green screen.
Yeah, you can't wear green when you're on
why-
a green screen.
How did you not notice that?
I noticed it when he was doing it.
Did you say anything to him?
There was a point in the show where I snuck in a line saying, "Looks like Mike decided to wear an invisibility cloak today."
Oh, okay. All right. So a good comedian will acknowledge what's going on in the room.
Let Let me ask you something, Danny, right? Who's your least favorite person on this earth? You're a good guy, but I know you have some rage like me. We both do.
Well, I'm not gonna mention a name, but just some boss that underpaid me years ago.
He's a jackass. I know you tell me about this piece of garbage, but you know what, Dan? You're on your way. Who cares about him?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Now, Dan.
What's the deal
I
with
got
Mike?
something cool.
I can't see him. What did he wear, Bobo?
An invisibility cloak.
Nailed him.
Well, weird news that I took out of the paper. It figures I'm telling weird news, right?
Hey, that's
This
my
has
bad.
some stories I found out about.
I was thinking that in my head when he said that.
How long is this going to be? A 4-hour show?
No, I think this was like I think maybe an hour. Maybe.
Just a pop up?
They should do it longer. We got to get to
Of course.
why Bobo was here.
The main piece of business.
Yeah, Bobo.
How's your mom doing, first of all?
Yeah, I heard there was an unfortunate mishap.
Yeah.
My mom still is in on and off pains.
Okay.
She still has to go through therapy. Intense therapy, by the way. All right. And recovering from an injury like that, you see when athletes come back from a bad injury. All right. And recovering from an injury like that, you see when athletes come back from a bad injury, they got to go through intense physical therapy.
That's
all
true.
this stuff.
That is true.
There was an issue. There's a couple of subreddits. One is like Don't Fund Me, and I don't remember what the other one is called. But they're dedicated to fake GoFundMe pages that are not, the funds are not being used for what they're accurately claiming that they
Right.
are. And Bobo, you are one of the top threads on these things. People say that you've had this GoFundMe up for a year because your mom slipped and fell and hurt her wrist.
They're not getting all the facts straight.
What did
about
it
this.
say? Sorry to interrupt you, Daniel. What did it say in the actual thing when you were looking for money? What was your little thing that you put?
Well, I don't remember the whole word from this because my sister typed up the whole thing
Sure.
from her perspective. What happened?
Now, explain. So you're getting this money, right? Because your mom needs help.
All right.
But you've been going to many sports games since then. You went to many Mets games. You bought a tablet. At one point, you...
Oh no, I was at the time this thing was still going. And bear in mind, these tickets were you give it to me as a gift from a friend of the family. All right.
Okay.
I don't use charity money for stuff it's not supposed to be.
You're saying you deny these allegations.
I'm denying these allegations. All right.
All right.
I would not stoop to a low like that.
Oh.
Okay.
With money, right? I don't control the GoFundMe.
Who does?
A family member, and the money is used for the medical expenses only.
How'd you get that tablet?
I had that tablet was a gift, and
Do you have a sugar daddy? Who's gifting you?
no, for very good relatives, all right? And for
Wait a minute. Bobo, do you have a sugar daddy?
no.
Do you have a sugar?
And first of all, I had that tablet before the incident. Also,
Bobo, have you ever done...
what's this say here, Bobo? I can't even read it. My eyes are bad.
it says an
what-
unfortunate mishap.
Okay. And who's the picture? It's your mom. Is it you?
That's my mom and sister.
Okay.
Now,
This
there's
was
also...
taken at a Halloween party, by the way.
You have to talk to the mic, Bobo.
There's also-
That photo was taken at a
Doesn't
Halloween
matter.
party.
Yes.
There's also accusations of your sister traveling the country,
World.
traveling the world.
First of all, my sister, she was studying abroad.
Nice.
That means overseas.
Sam, you're so stupid.
All right,
I
she
know.
means- and for one thing, she was also working, and when they had free time, she did stuff.
But how was she funding these trips?
It was her own money, right? But it wasn't GoFundMe money.
Where'd she get the money from?
She had to work. She had to work. There were times she worked at a hospital.
Oh, okay.
During when she studied abroad, she worked at a hospital.
So what do you feel? How do you feel about these allegations of misappropriated funds?
I hate them. I hate that troll. I also was talking to some people on Compound a compound media person was talking to me about this, and he says, "Don't worry about this. That same person's is attacking Anthony."
Oh, okay.
Who was the person at Compound Media you were talking to?
Right, I was having conversations with Pat Dixon.
Okay. We got the information out of you. It was tough. You held on to it.
It was tough. You usually don't fold under questioning.
We have somebody who wants to ask a question.
Okay.
Now, Dan, I hope this is legit. Let's see if this is legit. Hello, Dan.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good,
Big fan of the show. Huge fan of Bobo.
Great.
My question is, I wanted to get his thoughts on the fact that Eastside Dave is now fucking his mother.
Is Eastside Dave having sex with your
That's
mom?
a little harsh to ask that way.
He isn't.
I apologize for the language.
Did he?
No, he never did.
But
there is a running bit that he does on the show where he hits on my mom. It is an act.
Is it though?
Yeah, he does.
Never did.
He isn't
But
really doing
there
anything with my
is
mom.
Dave divorced,
a
or is
running
he getting
bit
divorced?
that he does on the show
Dave's
where he
divorced,
hits
your
on
mom
my
is
mom.
single. Thank you. Oh,
It
you hung
is
up. Thank
an
you.
You know, on
act.
Saved by the Bell,
Is it
they
though?
were all pretending
Yeah,
to
he
date each
never
other.
did.
But if you
He
watch
isn't
the
re-
Lifetime movie, which I have many times, they were dating each other in real life too.
Yeah.
A Lifetime movie does over dramatize shit.
They say this, Daniel Bobo Curlin. A lot of truth is said in
fiction.
True.
Well done.
But it doesn't mean that it always is real.
Right. So,
And sometimes truth is stranger than.
Sometimes
truth is stranger than fiction.
That's right.
So-
absolutely correct.
So maybe your mom's having sex with
Eastside Dave.
Yes, she probably is. Now, Tony Danza donated to the fund. That's pretty cool.
Now, some guy said he was Tony Danza.
What do you mean? He said thoughts and prayers, and he donated
it
a
says-
day ago.
It says his name.
Now, is that still up?
It's still up, but I don't know if that's the real Tony Danza.
Okay, so that's been up
Because
for...
I know you could put in anything. I could put in whatever name I wanted to on a GoFundMe.
What are some of the names? Let's see.
If I wanted to donate on the GoFundMe,
Why would anyone?
But I don't. I usually just hand the money direct to my mom instead of if I want to donate when I donate to her.
But if you hand the money directly to your mom, then how do you end up getting the tablet?
I had that before the incident.
Wait, I want to see the GoFundMe. I want to see. Oh, there you go. I want to see some of the
other names.
Yeah. Let's see some other celebrities.
Bo Barker? He must be... Bo Baker.
I don't know who that is.
I thought it was Bob Barker.
Good luck to your mother. There's some nice
Bobo
people.
Bakes.
Yeah.
Where's Dave McDonald?
Dave McDonald gave a lot of
there
money.
you go.
That I did get confirmation from Dave himself that he really did donate. Thank you.
Of course he's going to take
Thanks,
credit for
Dave.
it. Why wouldn't he? So your mom, did she break her wrist?
It was. I think she had like screws in her arms, and there was a hip replacement.
She screws in her arms.
And a hip replacement.
She had hip replacement surgery done.
Yeah.
She had full hip. She fell so hard she had
has
to get
new
her
hips?
her hip replaced.
Yeah.
That had to be a hell of a fall to get hip replacement surgery.
Wow. Is she okay now?
She's still in pain.
She's mending.
So
It's recovering, and everybody I know that's an expert on this thing told me it's a long recovery process.
it's a long.
Recovery, and
Okay.
it doesn't heal quickly. Sometimes it might take years.
Okay. I didn't realize that was the end of a sentence. So how long are you going to leave up the GoFundMe? Because aren't the
Well, until I know that my mom doesn't need to worry about the insurance coverage.
Well, is she still going to the doctor?
She's still going to that. She still has to go through that therapy still.
I see.
And until she does.
How are you going to go to Florida recently?
Well, I didn't, and that was also, but they canceled because he wasn't in town. I'm telling the truth, by the way.
I didn't say you weren't. I'm just saying what people are saying. I believe you.
Is that like one of Troy's trips?
Troy goes on gigolo trips.
Was it sugar
sometimes.
daddy? Do you have a sugar daddy? It's okay.
No, I don't have a sugar daddy.
It does sound like you could.
Yeah.
I mean, it does sound like, but I don't have a sugar daddy.
Okay.
All right. Is an older gentleman flying you around?
No.
Do you believe that, Troy?
Not for a second.
Okay. Well, because here's the problem. If it really was your relatives, then why wouldn't your relatives just take the money that they're spending on your tickets to Mets games and trips to Florida and just give it to your mom?
They have done that as well.
You must have very wealthy relatives.
No, I don't have, but sometimes the tickets are cheap.
Oh.
They're not buying expensive tickets. They're cheap tickets. They're cheap.
Well said. How much are they?
Well, a little pricey, right?
No, could be maybe somewhere in the 20s, maybe 30s. I don't know how much money. I know they're
20s?
cheap.
30s?
Does the sugar daddy fly you coach or business class?
Well, my uncle was gonna. It was gonna be coach. I was gonna be flown on.
Oh, okay. Troy got flown business when his uncle flew him someplace.
Well, that's a gigolo.
Bobo, you're being compared to Bernie Madoff. Are you aware of this? Because, Bernie Madoff set up an ingenious financial scam that cheated a lot of people out of a lot of money, and people are worried that you're doing the exact same thing.
I'm not doing the same. I'm not doing that because my mother, if she called you, she would tell you that she's using that money for her medical expenses.
Well, of course your mom's going to say that.
Yeah, but because my mom does not lie.
Oh, it's true. We're not saying she does. We're addressing the allegations as a news organization.
Right. At the end of the day, Jim and I are journalists.